Hello, I'm Phil Svitek, 360 Creative Coach, and in this episode, I want to talk about a quote that Simon Sinek said and really kind of break it down. And that quote is that we over-index in our culture rugged individualism instead of, the collective. There's entire sections in bookstores for self-help, but never help someone. Now, before I fully dive into what this means and why it's important to me and why I think it matters in your life, I would like to take the opportunity to invite you to subscribe if you haven't already, that way you get all the various lessons and episodes that I put out right when I put them out. Thank you if you just did, and also truly appreciate you if you already were. It means a lot to me. So let's really break this down, right? The thing about rugged individualism gives us this false sense that we can do anything. And I'm not discrediting you or me in terms of our skill set and our ability and so forth. But at the end of the day, no matter what we do, we need other people. We are social creatures. If nothing else, it ruins our souls. Just kind of look at so many people, sadly, their mental state is very quickly deteriorating because of isolation due to COVID. This is no coincidence. We need each other, but we've sadly been fed this false notion of rugged individualism, and so it's like if you aren't able to do it by yourself, then you quote unquote suck or something like that, or you're a loser. It's like, no, that's entirely false. We all need people, and we all need to lean on each other. And this has proven true time and time again for myself and for a lot of people that I know and learn from, that the more they help others, the more they get in return. It just works that way. And one of the reasons I'm talking about this right now is because, if nothing else, I would love for us to all just be a little bit kinder to each other. For me, 2020, it just exposes how interconnected everything and us really are. And, I think we need to take that to heart, and that's how we can start to, succeed individually, but collectively, is with each other. The fascinating part to me about Darwin is that a lot of people cite, survival of the fittest, and in some sense, they don't really deep dive, Darwin's work in that sense. And, we almost think survival of the fittest is a solitary thing, but it's actually not. One of the things he writes about is groups, right, within animals and so forth, that are more altruistic, and this applies to societies as well, do much better than ones that are, working on their own, that are more selfish. And this is because, I have strengths and others have, I have strengths and I have weaknesses. Now, my strengths could complement someone's weaknesses and vice versa. And so when we come together more, right, as groups and be more altruistic and kind to each other and as a collective rather than rugged individuals, then we can achieve much more and collectively survive much better, right? And so, you can look at it from that perspective. There's any number of ways to kind of really look at this, but all signs point to that the more you help others, the more it helps you in return. It really does, and that's the fascinating part. And I'm sorry, it's you or no one, no one in my life will convince me otherwise. Yes, have I seen my selflessness at times cost me, quote unquote, a short-term thing? Sure. But I'm not interested in the short term. I'm interested in the long term, And so that's the way I like to really look at it. And whenever I've put others above me at time, even when, I was like, shit, do I really have time for this? Or do I have the energy? It's like, you know what? It came back tenfold. And that's the beautiful thing about it. And when we work together, we all rise together. It's not a zero-sum game. We have to really stop thinking of it in that sense. We really have to. And once we do, once we start to see the interconnectivity and stop just looking out for ourselves, we can be a kinder species to ourselves and this earth. That's what I have for you today. That's what I would like for you to reflect upon, to really sit with, and really kind of consider. To that effect, if you have any questions or just kind of want to put some thoughts down, you can do so in the comment section or hit me up on social media at Svitek. I would certainly appreciate it and welcome it. And to that effect, if you think someone else in your life would benefit from these words, by all means, please share it with them. I certainly would appreciate it, and I appreciate you. I hope to see you next time.